sad about it. No sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to run.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Go to base. Come on, come on, D.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. And out across midfield down to the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
First down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 49ers' 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Watch the twins. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Team 6.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it. 11.
Garoppolo now. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 12. 1, Omaha. Crunch.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Go! Let's go! First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
And the Cardinal first down.
Set, ready. And read. 54 miles.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Here we go. Like 20.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
65.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
21. Here we go. Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
21.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 3-yard line.
Ready? 56. Mike, 56. I got one.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. You're trapped.
3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. And he finds Daniels. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And shutting him off. Now open field. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 84 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Niners take over.
Let's go, Stu.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
36.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Refusing to go down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
White.
Yo.
My 7.
My 34, my
21.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here we go. Ready?
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
11. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Cardinal first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Hey, exit.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, gun.
Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Here it comes.
Now Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
13. 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11. Hey, Zoo.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Garoppolo now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
25, check 25, check 25.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, Breida.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Lock, lock, lock! 2, 2, 2, man!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I got you. Lock, lock, lock. 21, 21.
Garoppolo now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12, 12. Check Mike 34. Mike, hey, Alpha. I'm coming, I'm coming. Mike 34, Mike 34.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
11, 11. Hey, Delta. 43. I got you, I got you. Come on, let's go.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Here we go. Smooth. 21, 21. Flag.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
White. Hey, let go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Come on,
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 40.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets it down to the 32.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run him here with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Your job.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Ready for the come on, come on.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
13. Check right 5. Push him back.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 12, fellas. Here we go. Go.
Garoppolo to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Cardinals 31, 49ers 29. Bobby Gould, the kickoff for San Francisco.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Check right 54. Right 54. I smell fear now.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Everyone's got 4 down.
This one caught by Isabella. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Let's go, D, let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming. 31, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got tight. Lock. Hey, team 6.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Garoppolo. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Here we go. 180.